Hello everyone, my name is Caden and welcome back to more Trauma Center, Second Opinion. Last time we dealt with the final strain of Savato, or the final strain of guilt, Savato, that's what I meant to say. And now, we're on to Chapter 6, the final chapter of this game. So, let's get to it. Caduceus, Europe. We're going to Europe. I'm free! Free! Caduceus Director's Office. 6-2. Caduceus Europe, Director's Office.
Thank you for coming all this way. I'm sure that you're both quite tired. I don't believe we've spoken since the Delphi raid. Feels good to see old friends again.
It was a difficult mission, but I'm glad everything turned out for the best. It's an honor to be invited here.
Miss Thompson, please let me know if there's anything we can do to make your stay easier. After all, I'm sure Dr. Stiles owes much of his success to having you at his side.
Thank you, Director. I'm positive Dr. Stiles and I will both learn quite a bit during our stay.
Allow me to introduce you to both to Dr. Owen, our research executive. He'll be supervising all the research you take part in while you're here with us.
It's an honor to meet you both, Dr. Stiles, Nurse Thompson. Your work on our project will be quite pivotal, I'm certain.
Nice to meet you.
Dr. Owen was actually the first person to recommend your involvement. He believed that only doctors of your talents would be able to complete these final stages.
You might think I'm being selfish, but this is something only you two can handle.
Nice tie, gamer. It looks like it's screaming. Hopefully we won't embarrass ourselves too badly.
Well then, if you'll follow me, I can fill you in on details of our research.
Caduceus Research Lab. Oh, this is horrifying.
The results of our regenerative treatments have been far beyond expectation. If I might be so bold, I would say we're about to turn medical science on its head. As you can see, we transplant these neocells in hopes that they regenerate the lost tissue. What's surprising is how quickly it occurs and the low rate of autoimmune difficulties.
This is only possible because of our advanced facilities and brilliant researchers.
So you've somehow created miracle cells, huh? That's cool.
If we were as limited as the other branches of Caduceus, I doubt our research would have advanced even half as quickly.
Hey, I'm impressed. I didn't realize you guys were working on something like this. But what does any of this have to do with guilt research?
Most of the theories we put into practice are based on what we learned fighting guilt. I'm afraid I can't say more than that. We're saving the finer details for our conference.
You say you've already treated hundreds of patients with regenerative technology.
We'll be visiting those patients tomorrow. It'll be easy to understand if you can see their recoveries for yourself. Ah, Dr. Kimishima, have you finished your rounds for the day?
Hey, Naomi.
Yes, Director. I assume these are doctors from America.
Your timing couldn't be better. Allow me to introduce you. Dr. Stiles, this is Dr. Naomi Kimishima. She's been working with us for some time. Like you, she specializes in miracle surgeries.
By the way, I don't know if I actually ever mentioned this before, but if Yute, maybe it's obvious, but remember, Naomi's real last name isn't Kimishima, it's Weaver. Naomi Weaver. Naomi Weaver. Initials, NW. NW. What console did this game come out on?
The Nintendo Wii.
No.
A pleasure to meet you.
I'm not even gonna try because I know I'm gonna butcher it. What is she actually saying here? I've never actually bothered to look it up what she says here. I'm gonna look this up. Nada ga Gayume do. Can I get a translation? You are the famous style sensei, aren't you? Gotcha. That's what she's saying. It's, nice to meet you? I'm afraid I don't understand what you just said, Dr. Kimishima.
Oh, my mistake. I was under the impression you'd recently traveled to Japan.
She actually hails from Japan originally. However, that is not important. She's been supporting our research in a number of ways with her... excuse me. With her unique talents. In a perfect world, she'd be able to work in your place. However, there's been a problem.
Problem?
There have been isolated reports of guilt throughout Europe, even after Delphi's defeat. Unfortunately, we have no idea what could be causing them. There's been speculation that these outbreaks are occurring naturally. But splinters of Delphi are far more likely. The FBI has been investigating this as well. Dr. Kimishima has had her hands full treating the guilt victims as they're brought in. That is why we cannot have her working on research full time.
We may also need you to assist her occasionally, Dr. Styles. I hope that you understand.
Of course. I'd be glad to help.
I didn't realize there were still guilt outbreaks. It would appear Delphi's power runs deeper than anyone thought possible.
I'm gonna change something real quick. No, it was really quiet before. Okay. The first mission of Chapter 6, proper mission I should say, Relapse. Let's get into it. Director's office. Relapse.
32 hours have passed since the patient was infected. His vitals are relatively stable, but we have no indication how long that will last. The chiral reaction indicates tardy, and we know what's in his liver. However, the test... Exercise every precaution. The strain seems unusually contagious.
I've updated his charts. We have a lot of experience treating this guilt, and will proceed as normal.
Yes, if you require any additional tools, don't hesitate to let me know. I believe you'll find our facilities to be state-of-the-art. I'm expecting a flawless performance.
We'll do our best.
I'm going to be observing this one from the monitoring station. I'm interested in seeing what your healing touch is like, Styles.
Our patient is one Kathy Lyons. 5 minutes. Chiral reaction positive. Tardy bodies detected. Means of infection unknown. Currently under investigation. Caduceus syrup's tests were correct. This is definitely tardy, but the symptoms are a little unusual.
Let's treat it normally, but be prepared in case anything unexpected happens. You handle this, Doctor. I believe in you.
Yeah, you're right.
Are you feeling alright, Derek?
Sure, I'm fine.
Then I'll keep you posted on anything unusual. You just concentrate on the procedure. The only problem we can anticipate with the tardy is changes in its synchronicity.
Well, once we observe its movement pattern, there shouldn't be too much of an issue.
That's true. Let's hope we don't need to worry about anything beyond our objective. Exterminate the tardy cells. I'm ready when you are.
Let's begin the operation.
Okay. Let's begin the operation. Here we go. The patient's life is in your hands.
Let's begin.
Be careful. We're not sure what to expect during this operation.
Got her open.
Correction increasing.
We don't start with the normal tumors.
We did it!
It seems identical to the tardy we treated in previous operations.
What is that?
The colors. It's just like the first,
Doctor,
The tardy's never reacted that way before. Doctor, are you alright?
Yeah, it just surprised me is all.
We should continue then.
Here we go. So yeah, now sometimes they'll appear without an obvious tell.
Doctor.
You'll have to wait for the... You'll have to wait for, like, the gas or whatever.
Doctor, I figured it out. You can distinguish the tardy by the color of the mist they
What is
produce.
that?
Are you sure you're feeling alright, Derek?
What? Yeah, I'm fine. Of course.
Get over here. There we go.
Reaction is
We have a
negative.
negative Cairo reaction. Good work, Doctor.
Give me a second. Alright, that'll make me happy.
Jean's sudden infection may have been caused by those toxic excretions. We'll have to look into it further once the patient is awake.
Alright. We'll just gel them up and, yeah. No.
Nice work, Dr. Stein.
Operation complete.
S rank. Caduceus Europe, operating room.
What the? What's wrong with...
Dr. Stiles, is there something wrong with the patient?
No. This is...
Derek, what happened? His symptoms.
This is bad. Order a chiron test immediately. He may have been infected.
Here we go. Mission 6-4. Second opinion. This is an interesting mission. Caduceus Europe, emergency ward.
Tests are positive. He's been infected with guilt. I knew there was something odd about that last patient.
There's no precedent for this. If it's reached his heart, he shouldn't even be conscious.
I guess I was careless. I didn't...
We wasted enough time talking about it. If we don't operate immediately, he'll die. I wish we had more information to go on, but we've run out of options. Dr. Kimishima, you're the only person qualified to handle this operation.
Of course, Director.
I've contacted Caduceus USA and received their consent to proceed. I don't need to tell any of you how crucial this surgery will be. But Dr. Stiles is no ordinary patient. He's the medical field's national treasure. Nurse Thompson, I would like you to provide full support to Dr. Kimishima.
Yes, I'll do my best. Director, may I speak to Dr. Stiles? I'd like to speak with the patient. Alone.
If you must. We'll be right outside. Let us know as soon as you're ready to proceed.
Alright. A heart to heart, shall we?
I'm worried that Nurse Thompson's feelings for you will prevent her from doing the job. Are you sure she can handle this?
Don't worry about Angie. She's the best there is.
She's Professor Blackwell's daughter, right? I hope she's as tough as her old man.
Huh?
I took a few jobs for Delphi back in America, under an assumed name. I can't stop time or anything, but my healing touch was enough for them to pay top dollar. They need me to keep guilt subjects alive long enough to complete their research. In a way, that guilt inside you wouldn't exist without me.
Why are you...
After you raided Delphi's American Island facility, I cut a deal with Caduceus Europe. I gave them a guilt sample and my healing touch in exchange for full immunity. This is how I've chosen to atone for my sins.
No. Why are you telling me this?
Trust is a crucial component of the doctor-patient relationship.
Yeah, but it's usually the other way around.
You may have a point. I have my reservations, of course. Doubts about whether I deserve to keep operating. Look at us. You saved countless lives, and you'll die if I can't save yours. But I've realized something. As long as I'm still needed, I can still be a doctor. I want my life back, just as much as you want to live. We both need to keep fighting.
I believe in you, Kimishima. I can trust you with my life.
See you on the other side.
Here we go.
The patient is Derek Stiles. Time limit 5 minutes. Kyle reaction positive. Kyriaki and Paraskevi bodies detected. Proximity to the heart necessitates vitals be monitored closely. This is a pretty scary mission. First of all, this is the first mission that you're going to be dealing with 2 different strains at the same time. So not only do you have to worry about Kyriaki turn the patient into mincemeat, but you also got to worry about Paraskevi burrowing deeper into the body. However, that's the thing. The place where this mission starts at is the heart. If Paraskevi burrows even one time, it's game over. You cannot, under any circumstances, let Paraskevi burrow. If it does, it's a game over. There's no other organs it has to travel through in order to get to the heart. We start on the heart. The good thing is that, if I remember correctly, Paraskevi should be a shorter segment in this mission. You don't have to do like the full Paraskevi this time. You have to do like half of it. It's still difficult. My goodness, it's still difficult. The other problem is that you don't get Derek's healing touch for this. You don't get the slow down time. You only get Naomi's healing touch, which is the heal after doing a action successfully. So you need to really keep an eye on Paraskevi.
Here are the test results. This Kyle reaction shows 2 distinct patterns. Yeah, he's been infected by 2 different strains of guilt at the same time. And it's too late. There's no reason to assume the worst. You're right. I'm sorry. What types... do we know what strains of guilt are involved? The tests say Kyriaki and Paraskevi. You already know the affected areas. Derek's heart. Kyriaki's lacerations are going to present a serious danger to his vitals. And if we give Paraskevi an opening, it will burrow directly into his heart. We won't be allowed any mistakes, so we'll both need complete concentration. That's more like it. Just hold it together, alright? Saving Dr. Stiles will require 2 steps. Exterminate the Kyriaki and extract the Paraskevi.
Let's begin.
Okay, let's begin.
Here we go.
This one I would not be surprised if I fail on, because there's a lot you gotta juggle here. Between Paraskevi turning them into mincemeat and Paraskevi trying to
Going to be okay.
bore a hole in them.
Let's go.
Kyriaki lacerations. Before we hit that last one, I'm gonna heal up as much as I can, because we're gonna need all the health we need.
Doctor,
All right.
Dr. Kimishima, I would like to confirm the procedure before we get started. Don't forget that Paraskevi will stop moving momentarily if it gets attacked by a surgical laser. So if you notice the guilt attempting to escape by burrowing into the affected area, I would strongly advise using the laser to stop it in its tracks. Because if it gets into the patient's heart, there's nothing we can do.
I see.
Don't worry, Angie. I'll take care of him.
Here we go.
Here. Oh, it's not just any kind of segments. It's these kind of segments. These ones at least are already easy to pick up. That seems... That's definitely Paraskevi, or Kyriaki. It's a lot of them! There's still no queen one yet. There you are. Let's juice them up. Where are you?
Kyle reaction decreasing.
All right, here comes a big one.
Doctor,
And Paraskevi. And these are segments. Where is it? Come on. Got you, Derek. There it is.
Her reaction is negative. Let's treat the rest of the injuries.
Huh! That one can be a bit stressful.
Dr. Styles, you're gonna be okay. We did it.
That one can be a bit stressful simply because of the amount that you have to handle with all the lacerations caused by both of them.
You're amazing, Dr. Kimishima. And
Operation complete.
thank you.
Thank you, Doctor.
There we go. Derek has been saved. I don't feel like I deserve death ring for that, to be honest with you.
A miracle. I don't believe it. Unfortunately, the operation went so well. Caduceus syrup would be ruined if Dr. Styles had died on our watch.
You are truly a blessing, Dr. Kimishima.
Thank you, Naomi. I'm sure Derek will get well soon. I was just doing my job. No need to thank me. But why would you want to hide your tears from him? You think he doesn't already know? The man deserves to see how you feel.
Up next, Original Sin. A story one. Solely story. I think we're coming up on the final 3 missions. Original Sin.
It's good to see you're doing well, Dr. Styles.
Some doctor, right? I don't even think I could lift a scalpel right now. Do you need anything, Director Miller?
No, you can rest. There was just something I thought I should tell you.
Oh, about Dr. Kimishima? You don't need to worry. She already told me. Hey, I know all about her past now.
Yes, well, I trust you understand. She's become a valuable member of our team here. But that isn't what I want to speak with you about. This is something that you do not know. Are you okay to walk? Please, follow me.
Sure, okay.
Here. You're looking at our biggest secret.
This is the man that you saw at the end of Under the Knife. This is the leader of Delphi. At least what's left of him. This is Adam. I feel it's fine to say this here since, well, we kind of got told about him in the little cutscene earlier.
The source of guilt's evil is sleeping right there, in that capsule. He no longer breathes, and blood has ceased to flow in his veins.
He's dead.
Well, he isn't alive, so technically yes. We're preserving him at a very low temperature. Don't worry, he cannot be revived. The strange thing is, his body shows no signs of putrefaction. We've been researching guilts and atoms since the raid on Delphi's ocean fortress. Those studies were the basis of the regenerative treatments we showed you. We felt the risk was justified if it meant saving more lives. But there are times I wonder, are we continuing along Delphi's path?
Why did you show this to me?
I'm not exactly sure. I just felt you had the right to know.
How did you expect me to feel? All the work I've done and now this?
If it motivated you in the fight against guilt, then I wouldn't regret a thing. The neocells that our treatment is based on came directly from Adam's body. His bodily fluids are being used in a unique new serum we're developing. We risked our lives on that ship, battling the evils that Delphi had unleashed. But we also found great treasure on board. We've earned that bounty. I'll be going into further detail during the upcoming conference. I'd like to hear your opinions on the subject then, since you're such a valued figure in the field of medicine.
So, the cells that have been used to help people here are just skin coming from Adam. Let's see how that ends up working here in the future of guilt. Here we go. The conference hall. Yep, I think this is the first of the last 3 missions in the game for story. Caduceus Syrup, Conference Hall.
Patients who lost organ, bone, and muscle cells. Near complete recoveries were reported in every one of these cases. I hope this demonstrates the effectiveness of the Neo cells, or Z cells as we call them. However, I'd like to convince you further by bringing up one of our Z cell patients. Thank you again, Mr. Hagel, for your willingness to take part in this demonstration. There will be a short break as we set up for the next segment of the conference.
It seems Great Britain has put some thought into this. I understand your sarcasm. However, I went to a lot of trouble convincing the military to even allow us to review it. If we continue to conceal research, we would have lost our international support. Regardless of my opinion, the results are impressive. I'd like America to research similar methods, if only to keep a closer eye on them. Our country was generous to supply funding for our research since they found it useful. On the other hand, it was given on the grounds that we would be treating wounded soldiers. Soldiers? What happens to them once the treatment is finished? They can't return to duty. I assume they become civilians. Meaning your treatment takes all the risk out of sending men off to war.
We're ready to begin. If you'll kindly return to your seats. I would like you to take a look at the screen. This was Mr. Hegel's condition before he arrived for treatment. As you can see, his abdomen was severely damaged by a bullet wound. Dialysis was the only thing keeping him alive. But once we implanted the Z cells, please come out, Mr. Hegel. You can see that he's doing quite a bit better now. Although he still has scars from several surgeries, internally he's fully recovered. If we pull up a diagnostic image of his body's interior, you can clearly see that it's been completely restored to its natural condition pre-injury. Follow-up treatment is simple and unintrusive. We simply administer a serum semi-annually. This aids in the formation of tissue and helps to stabilize it. If Mr. Hegel will excuse me, I can demonstrate this treatment for you as well.
His tissue completely regenerated. That's amazing. Even though for all intents and purposes, it's just the 8th guild.
Yep. Remember how I said at the end of last episode that there's technically an 8th guild? This is it. The one that I believe is called Bliss. It's just Adam's cells.
You're against it then, Dr. Kimishima. Your father told me there was no way to control that monster. He studied it for years, created it. Even he was afraid of guilt. I don't care how much research they've done with these Z cells. If guilt is involved, it's going to backfire. I just hope I'm not there when it happens.
Mr. Hegel? I don't...
Oh dear. What's going on?
It's guilt. The strain must be airborne. It's being released from his blood.
Oh, me! Something's wrong. What is this?
No, this can't happen. Not in front of all these people. We have to evacuate the attendees before everyone is infected. But how can we...
It seems a little weird to say, I told you so. Think you can handle this, Stylus?
I'll do my best, but what about you?
Guild survivors develop antibodies to protect against further infection. Didn't they show you the research?
Huh?
In these conditions, anyone who operates on these people is going to get infected. Except that you're immune. Looks like you'll need to get ready.
I understand. Angie, will you be alright assisting me?
I'll be fine. We need to move the infected attendees to an operating area. Stat.
Here we go. How could we let this happen? Here we go.
P. Hegel. Well, time left 5 minutes. Cryo reaction positive. PEMT bodies detected. Some test readings do not match previously documented cases of the strain. So something different about PEMT, huh? What's going on here? He'll shouldn't be able to present this quickly.
Calm down, Derek. We need to focus on treating the patient.
You're right, Angie. I just need to calm down. This one is going to take serious concentration.
I'm worried about your condition. But here are the test results. They are expedited, so the notes aren't complete.
But they're sure it's guilt.
That's what the report says, in his right lung. If I look at these cow reactions, I'd say it's the PEMT strain, which has this one objective: destroy the PEMT core. Once the core is gone, the fluid should go away naturally, as always.
Let's begin.
Let's begin the emergency operation. The third final mission in the game. For Sori. Patient's life is in your hands. Empty.
The stream may act differently than the Pempty we dealt with the other day.
Let's begin.
We should be prepared for the worst, just to be safe.
Alright. Sure enough, there's
We've
Empty.
located the guild.
Inject the nanos. Stand by with the laser. There.
Yeah, straight with the laser.
We also get our infinite laser here. Real battle starts. Here we go. Oh dear. Nope. I think this one's a lot more aggressive is the difference.
Chiral reaction decreasing.
Oh dear. Yeah, I butchered that one up majorly. Man, these ones are hard.
You can do it.
Where's Wheaton?
Come on. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. Got it. Ugh. There we go. Ugh.
Good work, Doctor.
To feed the guilt. Good job, Dr. Styles. There are other patients that need our attention, Doctor. Please see your incision quickly.
I sutured them to their arm, I think.
Well done, Dr. Styles. The patient should be just fine.
Nice work, Doctor.
There's still more people who need our help. Let's hurry.
All right. Rank A. Now, on to what I think is probably the hardest mission in the game. Even on easy mode, this one's going to be tricky because it's time for Fallen Heroes. Shall we? Fallen Heroes.
Sir, I have an update on the situation. Dr. Ashton has been confirmed infected. Mr. Alex Yang has been infected. Professor Ritz has been infected, and we've confirmed Dr. Mafus as well. There are 22 others who are confirmed to be infected, 7 of whom show full chiral reactions.
This is a disaster. Guild is going to destroy modern medicine in one fell swoop. Panicking isn't going to save those people, Langston. We're going to stop this if at all possible. I'll be helping with the operations. Thank you, Robert. Dr. Styles, Dr. Kimishima. I need you to operate on the 4 patients the Sergeant just mentioned. Understood.
We need to get started.
I understand this is a dire situation, but I sincerely appreciate your help. Where's Dr. Owen?
Sir, there's been no sign of Dr. Owen for at least 30 minutes.
What? Unacceptable! He shouldn't be abandoning his duties at a time like this. How does this affect the situation? We extracted samples from Adam in order to create a serum to combat guilt. Dr. Owen's the only person who has access to them. Mind if I try to get more? True, you might be able to. This is the only guaranteed cure. You know there are certain risks when handling guilt. I'll explain the procedure, but you must be careful at all times. Please follow me, Dr. Hoffman. We'll send the serum as soon as we can. Dr. Styles, do your best until then. Understood.
I have a plan. Dr. Styles, Dr. Kimishima, you'll both alternate treating these 4 patients. In other words, you'll each perform 2 procedures. The patients are being brought in.
Let's get to the operating room then. There isn't any time to waste. This is a very difficult mission. And you are dealing with 4 patients with different strains of guilt. And I know for a fact that these guilt strains include diphtheria and treaty. Yes, we are going to be dealing with both diphtheria and treaty in a single fucking mission. There is one saving grace though. As Angie mentioned before, since we're going to be using both doctors, we technically get 2 uses of the healing touch, kind of. During the first and third patients, you're allowed to use Derek's healing touch, and for the second and fourth patients, you're allowed to use Naomi's healing touch. Make sure you use them when you need to.
There are a total of 4 patients who require immediate treatment. You'll both alternate patients so that one of you can keep an eye on the other 3.
Got it.
While Dr. Silas is operating, you'll need to prep for your next procedure. Please adjust your routine accordingly, Dr. Kimishima.
I wouldn't be surprised if I lose this one because, again, having both diphtheria and treaty means that you're guaranteed. First of all, treaty means you're guaranteed. If you're like me and you don't know how to treat treaty normally, treaty's existence means that you're just going to use your healing touch right away. Thankfully, I believe it is Derek's healing touch that gets used for the treaty patient. But still.
Once Dr. Silas closes up his patient, we'll move on to yours immediately. Understood. Take time between operations to calm down and refocus on the task at hand. Each of you will have 2 patients, meaning we'll complete 4 procedures total.
This is like the time we had 10 minutes to treat 5 guilt patients. Remember, Angie?
This time there are only 4, and we have 2 doctors, so I'm going to be optimistic. However, judging by the skill data and the patient information, this is an entirely different situation than before. Even with the 2 of us, we're going to have our hands full. We're running out of time. Derek, Dr. Kimishima, we have to save these people.
I will save this
We won't let
patient.
him die. Let's go. Here goes the toughest mission in the game. First patient. Let's begin.
Test results are here.
We can do this.
Showing up a treaty. Seems to be affecting the pancreas.
Yep, it starts with treaty. These
We'd
stupid
like you to
triangles.
In there.
Why does it feel like there's less time than usual? I'm pretty sure this is the mission that the Game Grumps failed on and could never get past. I'm about to join them if I don't pick up these triangles quick enough. If I miss the fucking triangle, I'm gonna kill myself.
We're in good shape.
Finish more quickly than expected. Switch to the patients so we can move on.
Slap that on. That went well. Has the next patient been anesthetized and prepped already?
Yes, please get ready for that procedure while I assist Dr. Kimishima. We can't waste too much time between patients.
Alright, understand. Good luck, Dr. Kimishima.
I'm partially responsible for this, yet here I am, fighting to stop it.
Let's begin.
But it's a little late to start worrying about things like that. Looks like this patient's suffering from Kiriaki in the left lung.
This one's not too bad. I missed. This one, Kiriaki's never too bad. The next one I'm worried about, though.
We've
Alright,
located the
bring it
guilt.
on.
Chiral reaction decreasing.
Jesus Pete. Get it out. I saw the other one. Don't you do that.
Chiral reaction is
Okay.
negative.
That's that one done.
Amazing.
Yeah, excellent work. Close up the chest area.
The next one is Deftera, I'm pretty sure, and we don't have a healing touch for it.
Okay, Dr. Kimishima, I'm going back to assist Eric. Once he's finished, you'll be operating on the final patient. Good. I need a minute to relax. Don't worry. I'll be ready to go as soon as Dr. Styles has finished his procedure.
Here we go.
Special guilt serum just arrived. We're all set to go.
Okay, stay calm and keep it steady, like Dr. Cristal always says, right?
Let's begin.
The Deftera's in the patient's stomach. Good luck, Doctor.
And this is not an ordinary Deftera either. This is new.
What?
What? They never mentioned this hemorrhaging. We can't start treating the guilt until we take care of all this.
Yeah, this version of Deftera is different because there's now blood everywhere.
Possible.
I can't seem to locate the source of hemorrhaging. Does that mean it's centered somewhere else? We don't have time to search for the source of hemorrhaging.
Let's just worry about this for now.
What? You're going to treat the guilt through all this blood?
Do you have a better idea?
In that case, we don't have much time. This is an emergency, so we'll need to get that guilt out of the system. You're right. Drain the blood and continue with the Deftera extractions process. Continue using the drains the blood accumulates. That's our plan.
Okay, here it comes. Just remember, do not let the same color
Doctor!
or ah, crap. We're screwed. Why? Wait. It's not happening in the order I thought it would. Alright.
The chiral reaction is negative.
Okay.
You did it!
We're not out of the clear yet, though. If the last one is what I think it is, it's Periskevi. And it's going to start on the heart, too.
Christine used on the other people who came into contact with guilt. They're all stable for the moment, so this will be our last emergency operation.
It's good news. Once Dr. Kimishima is finished, we can finally relax. But we're not done yet.
This last patient. Guilt's involved is Periskevi. I'm afraid it's already reached the heart. That's alright. It hasn't progressed too quickly. I should still have enough time. All I need to do is concentrate. How hard can it be? I'll do everything I can to support you. We're gonna save him.
Let's begin.
Do not let it burrow even one time. One burrow is all it takes to end this. I am not even going to be talking, I think. It's a full Periskevi,
Now's your
too.
chance.
We're going to do this differently than how I did it before. We've got the time to spare with this. Okay, that's one down. We have time to spare. Don't rush this. There's no reason to rush it. Just one at a time. Almost got it. And that's it.
That was a
Apologies.
close one.
That was amazing. We finished with time to spare. Let's get this patient out of surgery.
Holy shit. That's one of the scariest missions in the game, I would argue.
Down here.
That's the last one, right? Yeah, we have confirmation on that. Good. I'm glad we were able to treat all 4 of them. It's a relief. Yes, but we can relax now. At least for a moment.
Nice work, Dr.
You both did an
Styles.
amazing job, Dr. Styles. Dr. Kimishima.
Here we go. All right, there we go. Oh, Lordy G. Rank B. We're gonna save the final mission for its own. It's gonna be very short for this episode and the next, but I don't care. I think it's only fitting that we do it on their own. Next time, we beat the game. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all later. Peace.